Welcome
to Munda MakeOver.
We have traveled all over Zambia to find hard-working farmers.
We want to share the success stories with farmers across the country.
And where there are challenges, we will bring experts to help them gain the extra knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them get better yields
and increase their income.
We will see how farmers from across the country can benefit from our experts' advice,
while also learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences as they improve their farms.
On
Munda MakeOver!
This week, we're visiting a very successful family.
The wife is head woman.
And the husband runs a farming service center.
But no matter how good you are, climate change affects us all.
That's right. So we wanted to find out if even the best farmers suffer from the impact of climate change.
And if they do, whether we have some experts who could help.
And also, see if we can bring some solutions that have been here all along, but we were just too blind to see.
This week, we're in Katete, in Eastern Province, and we're visiting Adamson Zulu.
As we can see from the sign, Adamson is part of the Farm to Market Alliance and very proud to be running the local farm service center.
And his wife not only looks after her family, she is the village head woman.
They are a serious family. Their farm covers 5 hectares, enough to grow a variety of crops, including maize and soybean.
But trees are a passion. Adamson runs a nursery selling musango seedlings.
Ukaleko olima nishikudya kulima. Ukalima nishikudya kulima. So ngati tikwanisa olima bwino nchifukwa chake muona kuti pano tulukamo mutipeza kuti tina moyo.
Odi, bantu bariko kuno.
Niko mwatipeza.
We would love to know how the farming activities are going for you this season.
Poti mvula ngobwera kumene. Koma takhandi tuli konzekera.
Are there any challenges that you've had during your farming?
Number 1 ni nkhani ya mvula. Nyengo ina sina. Udabwa paja pomwe tiyembekezera ise kuti ino mvula ibwera no November, udabwa ibwera mu December. Somba munthu kuti akonzekere, udabwa ambiri apa siwana shangi.
Manje timvereko kuri ba head woman. Kaiditizi bamusebenzera pamozi.
Ulimisa ukangaso.
It's true.
Komanso fataleza. Ukachepa kumunda. Malingani kandalama kakachepa kogulira fataleza. Timapanga na bamuna.
Timapanga fertilizer, bio-liquid fertilizer.
They seem to be experts themselves. So we've come to learn from you in as much as we're going to get some experts to try and add to your knowledge as well. Isn't that right, Vikacha?
Yes, Zamveka Bueno.
Zamveka maningi.
Okay, so tizaona na manema.
Bye-bye, young expert. Bye-bye.
Ine pomwe namva kuti wa Munda MakeOver lubwera malingaliro yanga nakhala okondwera kwambiri mwezi banja langa kuti atiphunzitse zomwe abwera nazo.
Climate change affects all of us, but in different ways. For some of us, it might mean less rain, and for others, maybe floods. So how do we fight back? Well, instead of getting picked off one by one, how about we join together and act as a team? And what better team than a farmers group? Adamson is lead farmer here and is working with the help of our expert, Mpazi Siame, from Solidaridad in partnership with Kuvuno. Together, they are helping to boost farmer income. Now, we all know the saying, knowledge is power, right? Well, one of the most important ways to get the power to boost income is through giving farmers access to knowledge. That might be market prices for buying inputs and for selling produce, or weather information for knowing when it's time to plant. And how do farmers get this knowledge? Well, thanks to Adamson and Solidaridad, the Farmers Group have shared access to a smartphone, supported by an ID card and digital record keeping. What exactly is the value or the purpose of these cards that Mr. Adamson just handed out?
So the IDs that you are seeing here is an ID where the records which these farmers do from their fields are sitting. The lead farmer is empowered with a smartphone, which is then used to record activities which they are doing on their farm. So the name of the application is called Business Solutions, powered by Solidaridad.
When a farmer joins the group using the app, they receive their own personal membership number on an ID card. Once farmers start entering details about their farming activities, they are then sent back farming information directly related to those activities and their farm location. As Mpazi explains, getting weather information is easy using the app. So we've heard the theory. I'd like to hear from Mr. Adamson how this technology is being used in practice.
Ngati weather tipitapo, ngati funaona planting advice, imabweresa date tikangenesa ID yao, ID number ya area simbewe. Tikalemba umu, izabwesa zose information yose. Ngachima ngafuni kwemba kapempa 14 November, bukafika pa 22 December.
Please choose the weather service you need. Number 1, weather forecast. So I'll just click 1 again and send like that. Then it says, please enter your farmer ID below, 257. And then I send. So this is the weather information now. So this information now helps the farmers to plan, to say, okay, based on this, when can I plant?
Tikangenesa kubwera ma points mo manje kuyalimi aba.
Okay,
direct chabe.
To encourage farmers to use the app, they are given points for each entry they make. The points add up and can then be used to buy farming inputs, even a new pair of boots. Wow, this sounds amazing, but does it really work? Let's see what the farmers say.
System ini yabwino ngako ititandiza kuti tiziwa nthawi yobyaliramo so timaona zolowa na zotuluka.
Okay.
Ubwino omwe atipezamo akabwera upima munda timaziwa ti munda wanga mwanipimira mbewu yomwe nifunika obyala ni myeso waso.
Okay.
Pali pano tilusiyana nakumbuyo uko lomvula ichepe koma tilubwezako
Kasosa kumunda papita ndalama zingati wapisiweke mwena ikamu. Ise mwamba mphunziro yathu aya malingana umvesesa zomwe atiuza Zulu.
Okay.
Komanso kumbali imonga ine nyamikira chifukwa chakuti ninalandira ko magambusi mphaso lingana na record keeping ija natenga ko magambusi ndiayo ali.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful conversation with all of our farmers, and Mpazi, we really appreciate that you came here and gave us this useful information.
Thank you so much. Pleasure is all.
Okay.
If you have any questions or need more information on farming, send us an SMS starting with the letters MU to 384 together with your name and location.
Climate change is having so many impacts on farming, but there are also more and more ways we can fight back. Record keeping and weather forecast, for sure, are some. Now, another weapon is planting climate smart seeds. So, with rains on the way, I've collected my umbrella and asked Mpazi Siame from Solidaridad in partnership with Kivuno to stay and tell us how these climate smart seeds can help us with climate change and the unpredictable weather. So, Mgoshachan, what's going on here?
Soybeans.
Mr. Mpazi, can you just plant any type of soybean seed or you have a recommended seed?
I've got the recommended seeds.
Mpazi's first weapon against climate change is using specially developed climate smart seeds. But what I wanted to know, how are these seeds so smart?
These are early maturing varieties. Seeds that are drought resistant, seeds that can withstand the harsh conditions, for example, diseases and pests. So that the farmers, when they plant, they can harvest something. Yes, and they can mature very early, within a period of 90 to 120 days, the one that we have here.
I see you have some things there.
Yes,
buckets,
these are the ingredients that we use to prepare the seed. So when I say to prepare the seeds, mind you, this is soybeans. There are certain ingredients that you need to have before you actually plant the seed. So that is it. We call it as seed preparation.
Gourd seed preparation is Mpazi's second weapon to ensure a bumper harvest when planting soya. And the key ingredient is using inoculant to boost plant growth.
So the importance of the inoculant in the soil, number one, is to add nitrogen into the soil. It's a biofertilizer. It contains rhizobium, the live bacteria.
Inoculant is a type of fungus, a living bacteria. Coating the seeds helps the growing plant capture nitrogen from the air and fix it into the soil. This improves soil fertility and boosts plant growth. Now, let's see how to use it.
So before you mix it to the seed, we have also sugar. Yes, so it just acts as a sticker. Okay. Yes, meaning that when you add inoculant to the seed, inoculant is supposed to be attached to the seeds. So what we have here is water. This water is non-chlorinated. If you use water that is chlorinated, it means you are killing that bacteria.
Oh.
Yes, meaning it is not going to work the way it's supposed to work.
Okay, Mr. Mpazi, show us how it's done. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar for every 10 kg of seed to help the mixture stick to the seed. Mix inoculant with the seed and then add a little water to moisten. Be sure to follow the proportions stated on the pack. Mix well. Wait 10 minutes so the mixture hardens around the seed. Keep in the shade until you are ready to plant. Inoculant can be purchased from any good agrovet. Remember to keep it cool before use. If it's so hot, the bacteria will die. Ready for planting? Now, let's check the lines. Use pegs and string to keep them straight. Each line should be 45 centimeters apart. The distance between the seeds should be 5 centimeters, the size of a matchbox. Cover with just a small amount of soil. If the soil is too deep, the seed might not germinate. And remember to mulch. This helps keep moisture in the soil.
Nimagwirisira ntchito nkhani ya climate change, nkhani ya seed. Chifukwa ija seed niyopimidwa yosindikizika kwa agriculture.
If you have any questions or need more information on farming, send us an SMS starting with the letters MU to 384 together with your name and location.
Climate change doesn't only bring changes to the weather. The changing weather allows new pests and diseases to take hold. So farmers, get ready. That's what our expert Enoch Mhua from Solidaridad in partnership with Kivuno has been doing. Enoch is an expert in integrated pest management, or IPM, a technique for controlling pests and diseases that avoid the use of expensive chemicals. Instead, IPM promotes low-cost, environmentally friendly, non-toxic solutions. Enoch has been working closely with our farmer, Adamson Zulu, in particular, his maize crop that has suffered major attacks from the fall armyworm. The weather is always changing, climate change, and they come with new pests and diseases. So how has that affected your farming activities, especially with your maize?
So tina njira zambiri zomwe tikufuna kusenzeramo kuti tione teso uteteza mbewu zathu zachimanga kuti zisachiwa ataki. Number 1 ndiye aka. So akakhala kuti nkamozi maminda ni ambiri kwambiri. Ndi apo tupanga bao liquid fertilizer. Ija bao liquid fertilizer ija ngati mwa tatisha kumirisi fertilizer ija. Nishi kizambo lakata tuma amwe mzitoa zilizotoka. Kizambo sakhala na vuto eneri wa semirisi.
For his maize crop, Adamson has tried 2 solutions. First, let's find out about the traps.
Yeah, the trap, the pheromone trap. This one really helps. And then as you can see here, there's more like a bucket. So this one, you have to put water. So the chemical which we put here on top, it attracts the male armyworm.
Okay.
It smells like there's a female inside. So when it comes there, it will drown inside.
When does a farmer use it?
I should say before planting.
Before planting?
Yes, because this time, they're about to start mating, I should say.
Well, that's great. Now, Let's find out about the second solution, the bioliquid spray. It not only acts as a pesticide, it's a fertilizer too.
We are also training farmers to venture into organic fertilizers. Okay. So that fertilizer is made of different materials. For example, you add manure, yeast, there's milk, which is found locally, of course. Okay. Yeah, so most of the farmers, they can afford that. With that mixture, there is bitterness in those fertilizers. So the armyworm, when immediately it attacks the maize and then it bites the maize, it will taste it's bitter, so it won't come back.
When do we get to spray that organic fertilizer that we make?
When they reach at least on the knee level, you can start spraying.
Okay, interesting. Is this something you can afford?
Wow. What is
it that you don't know, eh? Okay, so I mean, let's go. We see how it's done. Hey, let's not forget, you know. Oh, wow. This is it?
Yeah. Yes.
This is huge.
So for now, this one is ready.
It's ready.
Yeah, so just waiting for the crop to germinate. They can spray, they can even pour.
Okay, all right. To make a 200-liter tank of bioliquid fertilizer, you will need the following ingredients. 2 by 200-liter tanks for mixing, 50 kilo cow dung, 4 kilo chicken manure, 180 liters water, 500 grams of yeast, 5 liters of milk, 2 kgs of salt, and 1 kg of sugar. The whole process takes between 1 to 2 months to be ready. To apply, 1 tank is diluted with water to make 10 tanks ready for spraying. On maize, use 300 ml of diluted mixture per plant. For soybean, spray just like any other foliar fertilizer. For detailed information on the mixing process, contact Solidaridad or Munda. SMS MU join to 384.
Yeah.
Okay, all the best to you.
Okay, yeah. Ukoma kwa bioliquid fertilizer niyo cheap. Ine drum jana pangira bioliquid fertilizer. Drum mwenda ta iko na 550 kwacha. Winango muntu azagula fertilizer kuja kuma shop masaka ya 2200.
And now, for our final topic today. What can trees do to help against the negative impact of climate change? Well, quite a bit, because trees can also change the climate, but trees can change it for the better. To help us understand how, I've asked Machine Chikwekwe from Total Land Care to join us. Mr. Chikwekwe is an expert in agroforestry. That's seeing how agriculture and trees can work together to help build a better farm. But first, as Mr. Adamson has already planted some trees on his farm, let's see how they have helped. Mr. Adamson, have you seen the benefit of planting trees in your farming?
Ubwino olima ulimosekaniza mitengo na mbeu. Mitengo yaje tikashanga. Ile monga ya glycidia tu wana kujeja iliko kale ni fertilizer pa yokaije. Aha. Ukakula ya glycidia mayani ya jakambweka pasi yapanga fertilizer yaje. Ndio bwino kwa mitengo yaje. Kwa masumisho yake yaje. Yama kukhanya muja molimba muja mapkhanyika so sima kalama hardpan mu.
I see.
Sure ndio bwino wa agroforestry. Ubwino mwati mapeza yako nkhani ya mitengo. Mayani yake yaje ama tipasa yama bwesa ntaka munda tikako. Kwa masato mapangira ya bokashi. Wenangoso bwino mtengo wa glycidia okakula timakondo khwazulira tuja tunthawe tuja tikachosawo tikapuluna tima manga tumitolo feka pereka kumanyumba kuja timapanga tumacook stove tuja.
Fantastic. It's like a multi-purpose solution, growing trees.
The trees have got a very, very important role to play in terms of climate. The trees, they clean this atmosphere because they're taking the carbon dioxide.
Right, that's correct.
And release the oxygen.
Of course.
In terms of our daily life, the trees will provide us with the windbreaks. Maybe you have seen at times when the houses are being blown off,
Yes.
because of those strong winds. So when you have trees before the house, these winds will hit into the trees and they go up.
I see.
So the house is protected. And your homestead, these trees will provide shade.
Aha.
You know, which
So
is
it makes it cooler.
for the people living there.
Right. What direct benefit do we see the trees having in our farm also?
When it rains, they help the water to collect and they go into the soil.
Right, so for water
Instead
retention.
of just water running, but because there will be some debris around the biomass on the ground.
I see.
Yeah. And also, the shade leaves. These leaves, they go into the soil. So you improve the soil structure. This soil will start holding moisture.
I think it's important for us to all know what type of trees we should be looking at planting.
There's so many trees that we can plant around our farms.
Right.
But for issues of improving soil fertility,
Right.
we recommend that we plant the Musangu.
Okay.
Then we also have the Grisidia. Why we like this is because they grow very fast. Within a short period of time, you restore your soils.
Fantastic. Now, all this talk about trees, their benefits, how they help us fight against climate change, and how they bring back fertility in our soils, there's only one thing to do. I definitely want to know how we can plant some trees. Will we be doing that today?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now let's see how to plant trees for intercropping. First, remember farmers to use a string to ensure the trees are planted in a straight line. Then dig planting holes 40 centimeters deep and 40 centimeters wide every 4 meters along the line. For Musangu trees, rows should be spaced 10 meters apart. For Gliricidia trees, they should be 5 meters apart. Return the topsoil into the planting hole first. Always remove the packaging around the roots so they can spread out once planted. Fantastic! Our secret weapon against climate change. And the trees boost plant productivity too. As the soil is already wet, adding 1 cup of water as a boost should be enough to make sure the roots are moist. I see that we've left a little basin here which will allow for water to sit as it rains. Isn't that correct?
Mitengo ajanifa kama minda moja. Ni vya pamoja na mbeu. Vimatepo vija vikambogwa pasi vinyalala vija vipanga sontaka paja. Kama soya jamayani yakauma tipangira bokashi manyo.
If you have any questions or need more information on farming, send us an SMS starting with the letters MU to 384 together with your name and location.
Zulu. Ngati kulifama wampamvu. Ni Adamson Zulu.
We've come to
the end of our chat.
Na migira kwa terado oti apa mabwero tiendera Munda MakeOver. Takhala kondula kwambiri pamwezi banjanga oloteka mbotilomba tere mairo mkabwereso.
When we leave, what are we going to find different on your farm?
Apa mzapeza mbeu zosiyana mirisi soya beans, sunflower beans, shawa.
With that being said, we also just want to say a big thank you for all of the lessons that you taught us as well, being the head farmer in your community. There's so many lessons for us as well. Isn't that right, Vikacha?
Yes, true.
Kulingana mafunzo mwana nipasa inanikamba kuti nakhala trainers wokwana kasiri naneso nakhala kasiri ngati omwe.
But with that being said, we'll see you next week
on another episode of Munda MakeOver.
If you have any questions or need more information on farming, send us an SMS starting with the letters MU to 384 together with your name and location.